Hi, this is Melissa's Coupons and Crochet. I bought a felt applique at Hobby Lobby, and this is what it looked like to begin with. Now, this was the first felt applique I had ever worked on, so I grabbed all of my materials and supplies, and I saw the little felt pieces I had to make sure to try to hold on to. That kind of made me nervous because I tend to lose things or put them in a very safe place, and then I never see them again. Of course, you can see I had a little helper. She was helping me check out all the different colors and patterns. And then I started working on the project, and I was trying to figure out which part I was supposed to start with first. I mean, I see the numbers, but I didn't know. So I went ahead and I decided to work on the bottom first. And I was trying to figure out at this point how to stitch it on and make sure that it would be secure enough that I could hold the other pieces on, and this is where I stitched it on. And then I was trying to figure out which part to work on next, and I decided to go ahead and start adding the pieces that were on the dark green felt. So I started attaching the leaves. I wasn't sure about the stitches on the leaves, if I had made them too big or not. But I decided to keep going, so I added on the other leaf and did it the same way. I figure it's best to find out now before I start big projects with it. I'll know if it lasts, or if there's a special stitch that I'm supposed to use for that. It wasn't in the instructions. If you guys could drop a comment in the comment section and let me know, I would really appreciate it, because I'm really enjoying working on these felt appliques. And then I decided to go ahead and add on the sun. So I went ahead and added on the sun rays. This was one of the first times in a long time I had worked on French knots. That is why they are all different sizes, but I decided I liked it that way. So I went ahead and added on the other part of the sun. I was really nervous about this part because this part of the sun goes over the leaves, and I didn't know if the other parts were actually going to cover that up or not, or if I was going to have to rip it out. I decided to add the little flowers at the bottom. Those are little pink beads that they had me put on the stitches instead of French knots. I really thought they were going to have more French knots on the pattern for that. And then I went ahead and I was trying to figure out what to work on next. I was trying to zoom that in and out so you guys could see. I decided to add the purple flower. And then in the center there's another pink bead there. I really enjoyed all the little stitches on the outside. It just made me nervous that if it was really going to hold on. And then I added the pink flower, and it had a little purple bead. And then I added the other part here with the sun. And I really enjoyed working on this pattern, and I added the third flower, and it had a little bead in the center too, which I was happy about, because I learned after working on the sun rays I definitely need to start working more on French knots in my technique. I really love all the way these flowers look and all the stitches. I thought I'd zoom up so you guys could see all the little beads in the center and all the little stitches that were required for the flowers. Now, I bought this kit at Hobby Lobby, but I also saw this kit at Michael's. So if it's a kit that you're interested in, I'm pretty sure they're still there. If not, I'm sure you can find it online. And then I did a zoom up here to show you guys what I was talking about, trying to learn the French knots again and try to work on them again. That's definitely something I'm going to have to make a sampler on so I can work more on my stitches before I start a bigger project. And I want to thank everyone very much for watching my channel, and I'll talk to y'all later.